All right, welcome back to the iWealth podcast. Me and Mr. Brad Connors are talking about end of life and in particular how that relates to digital assets. So I'm just going to tell a quick story here.
Okay.
After my dad passed, we went onto Facebook and we posted, his obituary picture. And it wasn't very long after that. I mean, the comments streamed in, but somebody took that picture, the same picture that I had posted, and the same description, and then added one byline and a fake profile that said, if you would like to give, please give at this place, and then posted that to our group of people. And there was a little added byline on there that was like, if you'd like to give to the, Mark Weekman Fund. And it was like, nope, that's, so then you have to get a couple of people and say that it's scam or spam or whatever. But things like that, how can you be helpful in that scenario, knowing what you know about the financial space? Because that's a financial transaction for somebody.
Right.
And it's using an obituary to exploit people.
That's interesting. That's a new one for me, Matt. I have not heard of that. I can absolutely see it happening.
Yeah.
Probably all the time. Now you think about it, like if you go to a funeral website or something like that. Yeah. Well, first of all, they probably don't have access to, in this situation, like your dad or mom's bank accounts or anything like that. Yep. They're just using they're using his death as a reason to raise funds. So then, did you report like to Facebook and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, that's all that you can really do.
Can you go to the authorities? You have friends that are police officers. Could you go there? Could they do anything?
I mean, I didn't go to that extreme on it. I just reported it to...
You didn't know the person that did it, obviously.
No, it was a fake profile.
Yeah.
Like when you dig into it after a while, you can figure out this is a fake profile.
Yeah. Huh. So financially, your family wasn't harmed, but people were scammed. Let's do an experience transformer. Like if we had to do this all over again, now knowing what we know, how would you have handled this differently? Would you have not posted the obituary on his Facebook so that it went like, what was the catalyst of that person to grab that? Was it because it was on Facebook that it was so easy shared? What would you have did different, I guess, Matt, if you had to redo this?
I think there could have been something where it was like us saying, hey, if you want to give to this, like that could have been one thing, and then we would know that ours is real and the other one is fake. But maybe that doesn't even make it better. I don't know. It's just an interesting financial weird thing that happened. And in the middle of dealing with the whole funeral, then you're like, oh man, this is totally a scammer. And I believe that there was not one, but I think there was either 2 or 3 different versions of what that was being fake posted to the group that we're a part of, or to our friend group, or that it went out. Because there was lots of real people that were commenting, saying like, oh, I'm so sorry, da, da, da. And you were seeing all of that come in.
Did it put it in those comments? Where did it post the slight change to give to? Was it in the comment section?
No, it was just in the body of it, that it was a copy and paste of what we had written about my dad and then added that to the bottom of it. I don't know. It was just a crazy thing. Like that.
I'm just trying to think
good
of
for your audience to know, like, hey,
sure.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
And at a moment where you're dealing with grief, it's like you don't want to deal with that. So at least if you know it's a real thing, there's some benefit in that.
Yeah. I'm just wondering how you prevent to do it. Like if you wouldn't have said anything on your dad's Facebook, they could still go and get the obituary picture and do some type of post, probably. I don't know. But you wouldn't have the community, maybe. Like when you posted it, you created a community of people commenting on it and wishing you well and praying for you. That's super interesting to try to figure that out. And the big takeaway is just beware of the scam artists that are out there. But how low is that? Right?
It's pretty low.
Someone dies.
Definitely pretty low.
And you're kicking the family when they're down.
But it's all plays into that digital asset. Pete, part of the conversation of like, do we want to have something for your dad to, if you lose a parent, do we want to give to something? Because people are online and they want to feel like they're doing something for you as a family, And so it's a very low hanging fruit for scam artists to be like, oh, just give to this fund that this family's set up.
Well, what about this? So how do you think, because I've never really thought about this, how do you think about when a loved one passes away? Like sometimes they set up a memorial and you give to World Peace, whatever, the polar bears, whatever dad or mom or your uncle was into. As a person yourself, do you like it when someone says this is what they're interested in and you can give to here? Because otherwise, normally you put money in an envelope and it goes to the family to pay for final expenses or something. If they have final expenses, would you prefer that they tell you? Like, this is just an opinion question.
Yeah.
What's your opinion?
I think when you're dealing with, because I just dealt with this recently, the death and dying process, it's important that the person that's giving, it's almost as much for them as it is for the family. Maybe the family does have a need and then it can be more for the family, but people feel like they want to do something. That's why 8 million pots of different type of food show up in that situation, right? They want to feel like they're doing something to go, okay, well, I did my part of being, maybe I can't be emotionally helpful to them, but at least I can provide them a meal or, a few dollars or whatever it is. So I think it is a good thing because it allows your community to feel like they are doing something that they already want to do, right? They already want to do it. So that's my opinion on it.
So make it easy on your family and friends that if they do want to give, this is something meaningful to the person that passed.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's as much for them as it is for you or the family.
I'm trying to think of what mine is. Is it like the elk herd of America? Like what's my passion? What's my
nerds.
passion
Give
project?
to the nerds of Mankato.
Yeah, that's interesting. Thank you for bringing that up, Matt.
Yeah,
That's
it's interesting.
That's really interesting.
We'll see you back here next time.
All right. Take care.